Hello everybody! Discard gear is now available and that is a huge time saver. And that is exactly what I wanted to talk about today because I'm finding it. I am really liking it. So if it's your first time here, my name is BearCozy. I strive to make not only entertaining but also educational videos, and I try to put as much value into my videos as I can. And if you're coming back watching all of my videos and you're helping to support the channel by hitting the subscribe and the like button, I thank you very much. I've been working very hard on growing the channel and all of your support shows and it means a lot to me. So what I wanted to talk about today is actually the gear discard. I'm really liking the gear discard. Before that, let's go ahead and do our daily summon. I like to record the daily summon. I have just recently made a video pulling shards for Opal, and I actually, spoiler alert, I ended up getting her. That was on the very last day, which was yesterday. The video went live today, and when you see it, it will actually be tomorrow because I am recording for tomorrow. And so I made it, I barely made it with the shards that I had, just barely made it, and I got very lucky by pulling Opal. So that was awesome. I have friends that have had to pull multiple Legos in order to get her. So here's what I want to do. Let's go ahead and do our free daily summon. As you can see, I am very low on shards. I don't really buy a whole lot of stuff. And then if it's bad, we're going to pretend it never happened. We're going to pull another one to see him. That one, that's my 20th Rodira. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna pretend this never happened, and we're gonna move on right to discard gear. Going to the gear manager, as you can see, clicking on the weapon, clicking enhance, we do have a backpack with experience in it that you can use to actually select how much you want to roll your gear. So this actually helps a lot, and there is one for weapons, there is one for helmet, and this is kind of the easiest way to see it. Now this backpack has 0 out of 3,300, and I can use up to 3,300 right now, and that will actually be able to store 100 million. So this is very awesome. There is one for chest here as well, and this one only has 700 in it because I haven't really discarded any gear. But this is actually really cool because now you can just slide it to however much experience you want to provide, or you can click on 3, 6, 9, 12, or 15, and that will give you exactly the amount of experience you need, or the experience that you currently have. So if you don't have enough, it'll just give you all of it, and then you have to farm more. So the first thing I notice is the quality of life is very nice, and now we can automatically discard gear right into our backpack, and then we can use it from there. So we no longer have to go through and click on every single one of these like we have been doing. Now previously, I was able to just click and hold, and that would select all similar types, and it won't even let me click and hold anymore. So now it's all single target, single manual clips, and that is a very much pain in the butt. So this backpack is actually very good, and that makes it very nice quality of life. To fill up the backpack, here's what we can do. Going to the dungeons and going to the Arcane Dominator, I'm gonna use Queen of Tides 12. I have a speed team for that. And the first thing we need to do is we need to click Enable Discard right here. If enabled, dropped gear will be discarded and converted into experience if it meets your conditions. So now that it's enabled and we allowed the game to discard our gear into the backpack, so we no longer have to manually click on every single piece of gear, let's set up some conditions. Clicking on the gear icon, this will bring up a filter. Now, for me personally, I'm at the point on Queen of Tides where I only keep 6-star gear. So here's what I want to discard. 1-star gear, 2-star gear, 3-star gear, 4-star gear, and 5-star gear. What I want to do is I want to keep 6-star gear checked off because that is all I'm interested in keeping. And we're also going to discard commons and rares, elites, and epics. The only thing that I want to keep is 6-star, and I want to keep 6-star epic, and I want to keep 5-star legendary. Selecting this will discard all 5-star gear, epic, and down, which is going to be very nice. Now, you can select specific sets that you want to discard or keep. I will leave everything on, and you can do the same with main stats. So as I mentioned, I will leave everything on. The only thing that I wish we could break it down by is sets specifically and substats. So I want to discard anything that does not have speed on it, but I don't think we can do that because helmets and chest pieces actually don't have speed. So going into it, let's go ahead and do a quick multi. Our enable discard is on. Now I do have a nice speed team for this. There's my speed team: Zatlux, Rodira, Santis, Gangalo. Santis has no ascensions, And Gengalo actually has 2, which I know is backwards from most of the people running Queen of Tides. But that is the way my luck worked out. I pulled 2 Gangalos, and I got the third copy, which ascended his A2 from Arena. So that gave me the Legendary Arcana, and that was enough to get his Ascension. So that is my speed team right now, and that is what I'm using. I am working on ascending Santis, hopefully to A5 soon. I can get her to A2 right now, which is not enough. Maybe A3 if I push it. I have to go look at my heroes, see who I can synthesize. So as they're running this, this is a speed team, and my target priority is the target on the right first, the ad on the right, and then I go right for the boss because the ad on the right heals. This is Queen of Tides 12, and that is what's working for me. My main healer in here is Rodira because I cannot pull another healer. So right now, this is my speed team, and it's working fairly well. Now, as they run this, this is just over 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. I typically tend to record on the laptop, and that runs a little bit slower than my PC, where I do all my editing. I typically record on the laptop, which runs a little slower, but on the PC, it's just right around 2 minutes. And so as they're running this, this guy should go down. Of course, this run will go much faster when Santis is ascended all the way. All of their skills are turned on. I actually need to make a more in-depth video about this. I did just make a Queen of Tides 12 free-to-play video. Feel free to check that out. That is using Santis, Rodira, Hakrin, and Valak. And Valak is at level 50, and most of his glyphs are missing, and he's got some mediocre gear. So that works out really well, but that is a slower team than this. And this team's working out really well. So as they're running, here's what's going to happen. Now that we have the discard on, gear that is 5 stars and under will be put in the backpack. There we go. They go down just like that. So gear that is level 5, or I should say 5 stars and under, will be automatically discarded, and it will automatically go into the backpack. So this is a 6-star piece and a crit rate piece, which I am going to keep the ring. Crit rate rings are always nice, especially it's on a warrior set. Hopefully it'll roll attack percentage. If it does not, that's going to be a little iffy. But it is 6 stars, so we are going to keep it. Anytime we do have a 5-star piece that drops, that is going to automatically be discarded or selected for discard in this menu. And that is going to be very, very nice. So that takes a lot of the work out. When you are ready to enhance your gear, all of your discarded pieces will be in the backpacks as available as experience. That's going to be awesome. And then you can just slap your gear right up to 6 or right up to 12, or however you like to do it. I personally like to go 3 at a time. Sometimes I'll go right to 6 if it has all percentage substats and they're all good. So I'll go to 6, then I'll go to 9 if it rolls good, and then I'll go to 12. And then if that rolls good, I'll go to 15. If it rolls really, really well, I'll go to 15. Most of my gear is at 12. So as they're running this, you can see they're fairly fast. Shortest battle was 2:15, so just over 2 minutes, which is pretty nice. And then, as I mentioned before, right now, all we have in here in this backpack is one 6-star warrior ring, which is a 6-star piece of gear. But as we get 5-star gear in here, it should discard anything 5 stars and under. And that is really, really good. And that is really good, actually, to keep, not only to make your life easier, not only to make the gear enhancement faster, but if you select the highest possible gear, that will actually almost force you to only keep good gear and not roll mediocre gear that you're on the fence about, but you still want to roll it to see what happens. So for me, I'm only keeping 6-star gear at this point, and I'm running lots of Queen of Tides to get the charms, to get the gear. So this is actually a very, very nice quality of life, which is amazing. I am going to stop it here. So this is, there we go. We actually get, I'm going to finish it right here. And as you can see, I did get a helmet, which is 6-star. We're automatically keeping that. Whoop, that went away. But we're also automatically discarding, I can probably throw that up on the screen. We're also automatically discarding the 5-star boots as we had selected in the filter. And as I've mentioned, the filter is actually under multi-battle there. You have to enable it, click on the gear, and then you can select if you want to only keep 5-star gear because you're not up to Queen of Tides 12 yet. You can do that. You can keep 5-star gear and discard everything else. And likewise, you can get rid of common, rare, and elite and keep the epics. Everything depends on your account progress and where you are. And if you are very advanced, you can go ahead and keep only 6-star legendary gear, and that's it. As far as selecting only 6-star and only legendary, I don't think there's an option to keep only 4-star legendaries and only 5-star legendaries, that type of thing. But this filter does make it a lot easier, and it does save a lot of time. Then when you are ready, you can come over here to your gear enhancement, or to your gear manager, I should say. This is the fitting room. Click on enhance. I found myself a 6-star piece of gear. We're going to click on the backpack, and now what we can do is we can either manually slide this up or down, or we can click on 3, and that should get us right to 3. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, it can only go to +1 because that's all the experience I have. And if I click repeatedly, it says unable to reach this level. All of the experience is used up. So as I farm the dungeons, this will fill up. This will actually hold up to 100 million. This will hold up to 100 million experience, which is absolutely amazing. That you can use to very, very quickly promote gear if you have 6-star legendary gear. Like as you can see, now I have to go through and I have to click all of this gear to enhance and get rid of all this junk that is not locked. But if you have only legendary gear that you've been saving, you can use this as a very quick way to promote it really fast to 12 or 15 or whatever you want to do. And that is going to be very, very helpful. So as you're running dungeons, this is going to be very helpful. I'm super excited. This is an awesome quality of life change. One thing that drives me nuts in Raid Shadow Legends, as I currently play it now, is the gear. I am always overstocked on gear, and I am always over max. And I am getting very sick and tired of just selling the gear and going through every piece of gear, looking at substats. So this is a great quality of life. I hope this video has been helpful. Leave me a nice comment down below. If you have not subscribed, please do so. Please hit the like button on the video. That will help my channel to grow. I am working very hard on growing the channel. So I thank you in advance for all of your support, and I will see you in the next video.